Have you ever read Frederick Douglass' biography or heard of it? I mean, there's a million biographies. I have it on my shelf.
Okay.
However, the synopsis is basically he taught himself to read, which was the catalyst to getting out of slavery. It's a very powerful metaphor. Oh my gosh.
Right. So yeah, because let's face it, if you read, you can get yourself out of a lot of different slavery. You know, we can be a slave to a lot of different things. So I remember at some point after 20 years of doing that, I realized that I'd read 1,000 books. So I was self-taught in that regard. The real catalyst for leadership change was, the real estate industry for salespeople started to create an opportunity for people to, as salespeople, to run a business.
When did that start happening the most?
In the 90s, you started to see that just starting in the 90s, where people started to quote unquote build teams in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I somewhat wish the industry we would not have called that teams. I would prefer that we'd have called it a business or an organization
earlier on,
as opposed to a team. See, because I believe you have a business first,
okay,
and then you build the team.
Explain that. What's the difference?
So, in the sense that you don't just cobble together people automatically in their team. You bring together the force and the group, and inside of that, in the process, you'll build a team.
Like people, if you just put a bunch of people together without those ingredients, they're just a bunch of people together.
And then it takes time to build the team. So, for instance, the Patriots just won their 6th Super Bowl. So over that 17 years that Tom and Brady and Bill Belichick have been together, they have built a cohesive team, and people come. But they didn't, when they first started, that wasn't what they had. It takes some time and effort, and really they had a culture and a vision that they both shared. Alignment. And I would argue that the third person that was critical in that culture, alignment, and vision is actually Robert Kraft, the owner. Those 3 key leaders driving a common culture vision of winning championships.
Created that result.
Created that.
Or the vision to results, which dive into that.